Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be reading Wings of Fire, the prologue. Wings of Fire, the dragonet prophecy. So I'm going to lift this up so you can see all the kingdoms. So here's the head. Here's the map. If you haven't really seen it, here it is. There you go. There's that. I'm not going to read the definitions of the dragons, so here you guys go. Here's the mud wings. Here is the sand wings. And here's the mud wings. So there's that. Let's see what next we got. So, sky wings. Sky wings. Sea wings. Sea wing. Sea wings. Sea wings. I do advise you guys to pause the video when the definitions come up. I should have told you that earlier. Rain wings. Rain wings. Rain wings. Ice wings. There you go. And then there's the final page, light wings. The dragonet prophecy. When the war has lasted 20 years, the dragonets will come. When the land is soaked in blood and tears, the dragonets will come. Find the sea wing egg of deepest blue. Wings of night shall come to you. The largest egg in mountain high will give you the wings of sky. For wings of earth, search through the mud for an egg the color of dragon blood. And hidden alone from the rival queens, a sandwing egg awaits unseen. For 3 queens who blister, blaze, and burn, 2 shall die and 1 shall learn. If she bows to a fate that is stronger and higher, she'll have the power of wings of fire. 5 eggs to hatch on the brightest night, 5 dragons born to end the fight. Dragonet, darkness will rise to bring the light. The dragonets are coming. Also, if it sounds like I'm sick, that's because I think I have COVID. So just letting you all know. Yeah, this is an update from that one video, the last video I posted. It says I don't have COVID. That was yesterday. And now I think I might have it. Prologue. Prologue. A dragon was trying to hide in the storm. Lightning flickered across the dark clouds. I'm gonna butcher this name. Hivitor clutched his fragile cargo closer. If he could make it over the mountains, he'd be safe. He had escaped the Sky Dragon's palace unseen, and the secret cave was so close, but his theft had not been as stealthy as he had thought, and eyes as black as obsidian were already tracking him from below. The enormous dragon on the mountain ledge had her black eyes narrowed. On the mountain ledge had pale gold scales that rattled heat like a desert horizon. Her black eyes narrowed, watching the gleam of silver wings far up in the clouds. She flickered her tail, and behind her 2 more dragons rose to the sky and dove into the heart of the storm. A piercing shriek echoed off the mountains as her talons seized the moon-pale ice dragon. Behind his mouth, the waiting dragon ordered as her soldiers dropped Hivitor on the slick, wet ledge in front of her. He was already inhaling, ready to attack. Quickly! One of the soldiers grabbed a chain from the pile of smoldering coals and threw it around the ice dragon's snout. Clamping his jaws together was a sizzling smell of burning skulls. Hivitor let out a muffled scream. All right. Too late, the sand dragon's forked tongue slithered in and out of her mouth. You won't be using your freezing death breath on us, ice dragon. He was carrying this, Queen Bern, said one of the soldiers, handing her a dragon egg. Bern squinted at the egg through the downpour. This is not an Icewing egg, she hissed. You stole this from the Skywing Palace. The Icewing stared back at her. Hissing steam circled his snout where the hot chains meet the cold silver scales. You thought you got away unnoticed, didn't you? Bern said. My Skywing ally is not a fool. Queen Scarlet knows everything that happens in her kingdom. Her lookouts reported an Icewing thief sneaking away, and I decided finding you might add some violence to my boring visit. Bern held the large egg up to the light of the fire and turned it slowly. Red and gold shimmered below the pale, smooth surface. Yes, this is a Skywing egg about to hatch, Bern mused. Why would my sister send you to steal our Skywing dragonet? Blaze hates any dragons younger and prettier than she is. She thought for a moment as rain drummed on the ledge around them. Unless the brightest night is tomorrow. Her tail flicked up like a scorpion's, the poisonous bob inches from Hivitor's eyes. You're not in Blaze's army, are you? You're one of those inspid underground peace. Peace. I'm just going to say peace. The talons of Pace, said one of the soldiers. You mean the real? Bern snorted. A few worms crying over the little blood. Unwrap his chains. He won't be able to freeze us until his scales cool down. The enormous sand dragon leaned closer as her soldiers pulled the chain away. Tell me, Ice Dragon, do you really believe in that porous old Nightwing prophecy? Haven't enough dragons died for your war? Snarled snarled Hivator, wincing at the pain in his jaws. All of Pyria has suffered for the last 12 years. The prophecy says, I don't care. No prophecy decides what happened to me, Bern interrupted. I am not letting a bunch of words or baby dragonets choose when I die or what I bow to. We can have peace when my sisters are dead. I am queen of the Sandwings. Her venomous tail dipped closer to the silver dragon. Hold up. Go. Let's see. Rain pattered on Hivator's scales. He glared up at her. The dragonets are coming, whether you like it or not, and they'll choose who's the next Sandwing queen should be. Really? Bern stepped back and turned the egg slowly between her talons. Her forked tongue slipped in and out of her smile. So, Icewing, is this egg a part of your pathetic prophecy? Holy cow. That's good. Alright, hold up. Straighten out my stuff here. Alright, I'm ready. Hivator went still. Bern tapped lightly on the eggshell with one long talon. Hello, she called. Is there a dragonet of destiny in there, ready to come out and end this big bad war? Leave it alone, Hivator choked out. Tell me, Bern said, what becomes of your precious prophecy if one of the 5 dragonets is never hatched at all? You wouldn't, he said. No one would harm a dragon egg. His blue eyes were fixed desperately on her talons. No, rings of sky to help save the world, Fern said. What a sad, sad story. She began tossing the egg from one front claw to the other. I guess that means you should be very, very careful with this terribly important little oops. With an enraged lunge, Bern pretended the wet egg was slipping through her talons, and then she let it fall over the side of the cliff into the rocky darkness below. No! Hitler shrieked. He threw off the 2 soldiers and flung himself toward the edge. Bern slammed her massive claws down on his neck. So much for destiny, she smirked. So much for your tragic little movement. You're a monster, the Icewing gasped, writhing under her claws. Her voice cracked up in despair. We'll never give up. The dragonets will come and stop this war. Bern leaned down to hiss in his ear. Even if they do, it'll be far too late for you. Her claws ripped through the silver dragon's wings, shredding them as Hivator shrieked in agony. With a swift movement, she stabbed her poisonous tail through his skull and flung the long silver body over the edge of the cliff. The ice dragon's screams cut off long before the echoes in his corpse slamming down into the rocks below. The Sandwing turned her black eyes into her soldiers, to her soldiers. Perfect, she said. That should be the last we hear about that stupid prophecy. She held out her talons so the rain could wash away the glistening dragon blood. Let's go find something else to kill. The 3 dragons spread their wings and lifted off into the dark clouds. Sometime later, far below, a huge dragon the color of rust crawled out of the rocks to the broken body of the ice dragon. She nudged his tail aside and lifted up a shard of the eggshell from underneath it, then slipped back into the labyrinth of caves under the cliffs. Stone walls brushed against her wings. She breathed out a plume of flame to light her way along the dark passage deep into the mountain. I stand with the talons of peace, hissed a voice in the shadows. Kestrel, is that you? We await the wings of fire, answered the red dragon. A blue-green sandwing emerged from the side cave, and she tossed the eggshell at his feet. Not that it'll do us much good now, she smirked. Hivator's dead. The sea wing stared at the eggshell. But the skywing egg, broken, she said. Gone. It's over, Weebs. It can't be, he said. Tomorrow's the brightest night. The 3 moons will all be full for the first time in a century. The dragonets of the prophecy have to hatch tomorrow. Well, one of them is already dead, Kestrel said. Rage flickered in her eyes. I knew I should have stolen a skywing egg myself. I know the Sky Kingdom. They wouldn't have caught me in a second time. Weebs grimaced, scratching one claw over the gills along his neck. Asha's dead too? Asha? Asha? A spurt of flame shot from Kestrel's nose. How? Caught in the battle between Blaze and Blister's forces on the way here. She still made it with the red mudwing egg, but she died after her wounds soon after. So it's just you, me, and Dune to raise the little worms, Kestrel growled. For a prophecy that can never be fulfilled, let's break the cursed eggs now and be done with it. We'll be long gone before the talons of peace return for the dragonets. No, Weebs hissed. Keeping the dragonets alive for the next 8 years is the most important thing if you don't want to be a part of that. All right, enough, Kestrel snapped. I'm the strongest dragon in the talons of peace. You need me. It doesn't matter how I feel about the nasty little dragonets. She eyed the eggshell on the floor, rubbing her scarred palms together. Although I thought at least one of them would be a skywing. Let's find us a 5th dragonet. Weebs pushed past her, scales scrubbing against the rock. There's no way back into the Skywing Kingdom, brainless, she said. They'll be guarding the hatchway closely now. Then I'll get an egg somewhere else, he said grimly. The rain wings don't even count their eggs. I couldn't take one from the rainforest without anyone noticing. If all the horrible ideas, Kestrel, with a shudder. Rain wings are wrenched creatures, nothing like sky wings. We'll have to do something, Weeb said. He hissed as his tail sent the eggshell skittering across the floor. In 8 years, the talons of peace will come looking for 5 dragonets. The prophecy says 5, and we're going to make it come true, whatever it takes. And that's part 1, and that's it. Next time when I do this, we're going to be doing part 1. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment if you want. Thank you.